Clients, agencies and studios use a deck every day to update each other on the requirements of a brief and to provide updates on the development of an ongoing project. I create my own decks when working with clients and studios, as it's a great way of keeping track of my own progress, as well as keeping references for sketches, style frames, animation tests, and feedback all in one place. It saves a lot of time going to one document rather than searching through emails, folders, and bookmarks for information. I use Google Slides because it's on the cloud and it's easy to use, but you can use any presentation software. So let's get into it.
Let's go back to Google and search for Google Slides. And if we navigate through, once you're in Google Slides, come down here and select New Presentation. And this will give you a default template. And you've got an option down here that gives you different themes. There's also an option here for Explore, which gives you different layouts. I like to start with a blank, simple template, and I'm going to delete everything out of it. Then going to name the project. And I'm going to create a title page. So I'm going to right-click on the screen and press Change Background. Then going to make it black. We can change the colors of the presentation at a later date. Once you've established the color palette and design elements of your project, it's good to come back and refresh the colors of the pages to reflect the project itself. So the first thing we're going to do is select on the text box and create a title for the project. I'm going to need to make it a different color. I'm just going to call it Domestika Project. If you move it, it'll align to the red guides, which is the center point. I'm going to change the font, select all, and make it a touch bigger. To make it center and change the font to Montserrat. I go Montserrat Bold. Cool, that's aligned center. That's our main page. Then we're going to duplicate that page. Right click, change background. I'm going to make the background gray. And this is going to be our description page. And I'm going to change the font to black. And going to make this a bit bigger. Turn off bold. And I'm going to say a fun, bold, colorful, animated, geometric. Now, generally what I do with commercial projects is I actually put the brief in this page so I can keep coming back to it and make sure that all of the different stages align to what the brief is. So it's just a good practice to put in a description page of what the project is so you can keep coming back to it and make sure that everything aligns. So what we're going to do now is duplicate the title page and drop it below the description page. Call this Mood Boards. Then we're going to duplicate the description page and put it below the mood boards and delete the text. That way we can start putting images into this page. Now we're going to select both of these pages by pressing and holding Shift and press duplicate. And on this title page, we're going to write storyboards. And we're going to do that again. Color palette section. I'm going to keep doing that for all the different lessons. And we're going to create one more page right at the end, which I always like to do, and put a big thank you, which I do on all of my decks because it generally goes to clients. So now we've got a presentation with a title page, a description page, a section for our mood boards, for our storyboards, a color palette, 2D design, 3D design, 3D animation, and a thank you. The last thing we'll do is we'll set up some guides so that way when we put images into the pages, there's enough padding on each of the pages that will make it all aligned and will make the presentation look nice and neat. And by doing that, if you come to view, make sure your show rulers is on. And then we're just going to press on the ruler and drag, press and hold and drag. And you can basically select where you want the padding to be. So I'm going to make it here. I'm actually going to right click on the guide and press edit. And it's already set up these two guides here, which we're going to get rid of. So guide 1, I'm going to get rid of that one. And I'm going to get rid of that one. So now it's just got my left-hand guide, and I'm going to make that 1.6. So now when I create a new guide and drag it over, it'll give me the exact same padding as the left-hand side on the right-hand side. And we're going to do that here as well. I'm going to right-click on the guide and then go to horizontal and select 1.6. And then again, I'm going to drag one down here. You can see the little blue padding guide there, making sure it's the same as the top. So now that's on all the pages. So when we drag images in, it'll align to the width of the padding.
Now that we have our default pages set up, in the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to find some references and create a mood board. I'll see you in the next lesson.